what a day, what a day. So, let's talk a little bit about the family. So, last night, there was a little bit of an issue, and that issue being the youngest child, she was playing with her Legos, and then after that, she took out another toy. So my thing is, yes, of course you can play, but put your Legos away first. And, you know, always met with some type of struggle, whatever. So I guess the dad had heard, and then he walked in the room. He's like, oh, what's going on? And he tried to do the same thing, like, oh, put the toys away. She's like, no. So then he took her downstairs and he disciplined her the way he feels is right. So now the thing is, I go downstairs, right? And first the father's talking to me about his daughter and like how I'm handling her. And basically, long story short, 2 times already, and I think from each of them, the father and the mother, I was told that if I'm not doing my job, if I'm not capable of handling her, that they don't really need me here. Okay, yes, you're completely right. Doesn't make sense for me to be here if I can't handle your child. But here's the thing. You can't handle her. The mom can't handle her. The school can't handle her. So I'm trying to understand how that's my problem. Like, yes, I'm here for your children, but I'm also here doing other things. I'm waking them up in the morning. I'm getting their hair done, getting them ready for school. I'm picking them up from school. I'm sorting out the laundry. I'm putting the laundry away. I'm washing dishes. I'm there when they're eating their food. I'm giving them baths. I'm reading them like 4 books a night before they go to bed. So how dare you? Because I can't handle your daughter at times, there's no need for me to be here? Okay, so I've been here for a month, and I've been holding back. Like, every time they're just like, oh, well, Deja, I think you should try this. And I'm like, mm-hmm. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, obviously, I've already tried that. But if I say that, you know those people where, like, if you talk, they, like, say what they were saying already, because like they weren't listening to what you said, and no matter what you're saying, they're not going to listen. Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of that going on. So I'd rather just you be like, oh yes, I think you should do this with my daughter. And even though I've already done that, I'll just be like, This is why I don't like working for people. This is exactly why I've basically been working on my own. But this is not really about work. This is just about being in a country where I travel for free, live somewhere for free. Yeah. So I didn't really like that conversation. And basically the whole conversation, the mother was just like, oh yeah, I just feel like, basically saying like I'm the problem, like I'm not able to handle her child. And yes, you're absolutely right. I am not able to handle your child, but I'm not the problem. That's the thing that you're getting wrong. I'm not the problem. Your daughter is. And the mother just goes on to say, oh yeah, all the other au pairs before you, they never had this issue. Like, even the father and mother have both said it themselves. Like, she's never been like this before. So where do I come in? I'm really trying to understand this. So like they were just talking to me, and it was just like both of them going back and forth about like all the things that I could do, and oh yeah, you need to become her friend. She probably feels like you don't like her, and this and that. What you want me to do, sis? Like, no, I don't like your daughter at times. For the most part, when she's being good and she's behaving, yes, I do. But then the mother continues to go on and say stuff like, oh yeah, I just feel like a lot of the times like she's the boss and she overpowers you. Sweetie, hold up. First of all, half the shit that your daughter needed to do wouldn't get done if I wasn't the boss of her. Half of these bath times, half of these reading times, half of these feeding times, me picking you up, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen if she was controlling me. So let's just throw that out the window. But of course, I'm just like, and then another suggestion, which, yes, it's like a decent suggestion, but she was like, oh yeah, you need to get creative when you pick her up, because that's like one of the biggest issues. Whenever I pick her up from daycare or after school, whatever, it's always like kicking and screaming, and I don't want to go home, and then she's giving me a problem, she's giving her teachers a problem. It's just always a problem. So much so that the school actually called them and was like, whoa, you guys got to do something about it because it's not our job. So maybe they're just like a little like annoyed that the school called them for the very first time about their children being problematic. But at the end of the day, once again, that's not my problem. That's literally not my problem. Like, anywho, the mother suggested being creative and bringing the daughter gifts. Like, oh, nothing, and you don't even have to really buy anything. Just get her, like, maybe get her a flower, or maybe get her, like, I don't know, like, draw something. Be like, oh, here, I got this for you, like, when I pick her up. And yes, I think that's smart. I think that's a good idea. Will it work? Will it work? I don't know. The other day, I did try something before the mother had said it, and I know she wouldn't recommend it, but it's like, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna get your child the way I get your child. So when I went to school, I saw her, I'm like, oh, hey. First, of course, she resisted. So I was just like, opened up a pack of gummy bears, popped the gummy bear in her mouth. She's like, oh, wow, can I have more? I'm like, yeah, sure, come on, let's walk out the school first, and then you can have a bunch. She's like, yeah. So, hey, if candy is the motivator, guess what? Your child gonna have a whole lot of candy. I don't know what to tell you, because I'll try the flowers, I'll try the little artworks, and oh, look, I brought you a rock, like, but at the end of the day, if candy's a motivator, that's what I'm doing. I'm motivating your child with candy, because you can't handle her, the dad can't handle her, so I don't know what you want me to tell you. All right, had to get that off my chest. All right. Let's take a look at the rest of the things that I do, since apparently I don't do enough. Let's see what I do.
Hello. So I was asked to iron the shirt, and I've been doing this for what seems like almost half an hour. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but like I was never good at ironing. And part of me wants to do a bad job so that way I'm not asked to do it again. And then part of me is like, no, I want to do so good. So I don't know what to do, but like there's still some wrinkles in it, and I think I might just leave it. I really did try my best. But then I look at stuff like this. Can you see that? I don't know, but it's like, maybe he won't ask me to do it again. Or maybe he will. I don't. But the worst part would be like, if he's just like, did you iron them? It took like 2 hours. It was like 4 shirts though, so like, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it wasn't 2 hours, but like my hand, it hurts. I tried. I was told that my ironing skills weren't the best. Specifically, did you iron it? Okay, I don't remember exactly what the phrase was, but it was just like, obviously they were like, did you iron the clothes? And I mean, I tried. I literally tried, and I sat here and I ironed these clothes, but I was never really big at ironing anyway, because my body usually just irons the clothes out. So here I am, my second attempt ironing something I already ironed before. Do I hope that I do a bad job so that way I'm not asked to iron again? No, I'm gonna try again to do a good job, but like, honestly, after this is like my third try ironing. If I don't get it, like, just stop giving me your clothes. Iron your clothes. I get it, y'all busy, but like, you don't want to go to work with wrinkles, do you?
Yes, sure. Give me 1 second, because I want to beat you first.
No, I'm gonna win.
No, I won.
No, you still have a piece left. Hold on. We have to go. And his friend Tommy said, yeah, sure, let's go. So 10 minutes later, he was scooting out of town with his best friend. And that was the only bear he had ever met who loves numbers as much as he does.
The dad, he's funny. Sometimes in the morning, he'll be like, oh, yeah, she's having a bad day. Talking about the younger one. I'm like, isn't that every day? In my head, of course. With him, I'm just like, yeah, sure. So here I am on a lovely Saturday morning outside when I could have been in bed because the littlest child, the middle child had a football game, soccer, today, and he was like, oh, Deja, you gonna come? And I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll come. He had to be on the field at 9, but the mother told me the game starts at 10 and then there's another one at 11. Was I here on time? Ugh, no, I'm Deja. But it's not that far into 10 and field is empty. So I see older boys on the field. Yeah, but I ain't come here to watch them. So I'm not understanding. Always, thank you guys for watching. Sometimes I just need a woosah, get it all out. Everything is definitely not all smiles and giggles and hee-hee-ha, but that's how I get through it. I gotta laugh, I gotta get it out somehow. So this is my outlet, and thank you for watching it. Click like or subscribe. I don't know which side they're on, so I'm just gonna do this. And feel free to leave a comment if you like. But always, thank you.